And the police body cam footage was instrumental in helping the public understand what happened.
But future footage from one of the state's largest law enforcement agencies might not be as easy to see. Our Jason Berry joining us live in the newsroom with restrictions on DPS when releasing body cam footage to the public. Jason?
Arizona's Department of Public Safety is finally going to give its troopers body cameras thanks to nearly $14 million in taxpayer funds being provided in this year's state budget. But the program does make it a bit difficult for the public to get a look at the footage.
Get on the ground now!
Police body camera video has been a useful tool here in the valley and across the country in helping determine whether an officer followed proper procedure or crossed the line. State lawmakers just voted to give $7 million to Arizona's Department of Public Safety to buy 2,400 new body cameras and an additional $6.9 million for support staff and software. But there's no guarantee the public will see the video being recorded. A stipulation in this year's budget places restrictions on any video and whether it's released to the public. DPS may only release video recordings to the public if all people in the video except the peace officer consent and any identifying information redacted, and if DPS determines there is an important public purpose.
The public can see what actually happened, and if the
Phoenix attorney Ben Taylor understands the need to protect victims and children, but says preventing the public from seeing a questionable confrontation is not the answer.
If you want true transparency and true honesty and true justice, everybody should be able to watch what's on the camera, and that's how you know what's actually happened that day when the officer pulled over the person.
Stop moving!
Shortly after George Floyd's death, a number of law enforcement agencies, including Phoenix PD, started releasing body cam footage within days of officer altercations. But the DPS body cam program will be run differently.
Are we now going to be slower in addressing crime? That could be
Attorney Steve Serbelik represents law enforcement officers across the state. He says placing restrictions on public requests does not mean body cam footage won't be released. It simply helps limit frivolous inquiries while saving money and protecting people's privacy.
Law enforcement supports the use of body cameras as a tool, but we have to weigh that with how does this impact our expectations and our interactions with police. Do you want that worst moment of your life not only captured on a body camera, but subject to your neighbor wanting to see how you looked on a speeding ticket?
We've also learned restrictions are not just limited to body cam footage. It covers any and all DPS video. In the newsroom, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.